Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. So sorry about the camera not working today. For some reason, it just decided not to want to work this morning. So we're just going to be rocking it and rolling with screen share for right now. So good morning to everybody. Hopefully you guys all had a good Christmas Eve. And the time spent with the family was good. Hopefully you had good food, good drinks, all that good stuff. Got everything you wanted from Santa Claus, as we all know that you all still believe in Santa Claus. So he is not real. Sorry to burst your bubble. I know it's probably going to ruin your whole day and probably the following weeks to come. But, you got to find out one way or the other, either from your parents, your friends, or from the random guy on YouTube. Okay? All righty then. So SPPI, here's a penny stock for you guys today. So this stock is down quite a bit on the day. I think they failed one of their primary endpoints in one of their drugs. So again, whenever it comes to a biotech stock and they kind of fail one of their, trials, or they fail to meet an endpoint in one of their drug studies, usually it's not a good sign. And so far you can see the stock has dropped down, and it had a really great looking bullish divergence, and even that really didn't play out that well. So that tells me kind of right now that not a whole lot of people are willing to trade or watch this. But I'm going to be keeping SPPI on watch today simply because it has had a big move down from 8 all the way to 4. And it's an easy to borrow stock. So we can short this if we wanted to on Thinkorswim. So again, that kind of creates, and look at that big sell volume coming in. So that's probably in part due to a lot of the traders buying bounces here and it not really panning out. So anywho's, are going to be keeping a close eye on this one today for a breakdown below the pre-market low of 436 to potentially take a short on. Okay. ITCI. Well, ITCI didn't really have a move Christmas, but I think was it Monday? Yeah, Monday maybe it was, but yeah, ITCI ripped, MBOT ripped the other day. Shopify, I'd be long biased on Shopify today. So Jamaican day trader, MBOT wasn't going to last more. I mean, it's seeing MBOT down today was very well expected. It was not going to continue the run that it had. So, it's going to be done now today. Maybe a small squeeze here and there, but nothing like the other previous day. So, a lot of people are watching Roku right now. Roku had a pretty good day before Christmas. Now, Roku is basically let me rephrase this. How do I point this out? This was kind of the big down-dropping day. We have gotten over this level. So, there's a good chance you could see Roku really kind of squeeze into a long play today. So, pretty much the way to think about Roku is it's bounced all the way over resistance successfully, and we're currently over. And when I say resistance, I'm pointing out the selling day, the breakdown day, which is here. That's a significant day. We are now over that. Good chance you see this kind of trend and have a long move today. So many are going to be watching Roku long bias. A couple other ones here are AMD. AMD is still just basically trending into new highs. Again, we kind of watched the breakout here, traded it. Been trending nice ever since. Long story short, if you're going to be watching AMD, you might fall. Again, you might run into a pullback day. It's not like it's running into resistance, but when things are trending, they can have pullback days. So really, at the end of the day, as long as AMD is trending up, you're buying dips. That's pretty much all you can do there for AMD. Or just trade intraday small breakouts and setups, double bottoms, things like that. Tesla, on to the next one here. Tesla, same thing. Tesla's just been trending into new highs here very nicely. We had one pullback day. They got bought up super quick. We haven't even tried to retest the breakout. So you're seeing a lot of FOMO, short squeezing, market melting up here on Tesla for the time being. So for now, you just basically stay long bias on Tesla. Same thing, buy dips. Look for small intraday setups like this where you have like a wedge pattern break back to the upside. So this is pretty much all you're doing all day, on Tesla and AMD is looking for bottoms, looking for intraday setups that are going to break and then ride those waves. Bottom bounce here, another trend line break here, hold support there. I mean, same thing, right? So if you're going to be trading Tesla, again, it's an uptrending stock, so you're looking for bottom bounces, things like that. It's not in a breaking out setup right now. Daniel, I'd be short bias on PTI today. MBOT had an offering. Yeah, that was very well anticipated. What do I think about? Yeah, Tesla is always hard to borrow. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Yeah, so what was it? Yeah, HSDT. That's one of them. Yeah, it doesn't look like all that great, kinda. Yeah, I would watch this just because we seen MBOT. Let me look at something else. Yeah, we seen MBOT move. I was gonna say we've seen MBOT move like crazy the other day, and we have been seeing some pretty nice moves in the penny stock world. So, generally speaking, today probably should keep an eye on HSDT just because it's a penny stock up today. It looks a little awkward, but because it gapped up here, kind of broke out there. Yeah, you should definitely watch HSDT long. Yeah, we'll follow that long bias today. I don't know why or what, is really driving the price up, or I don't know much about it, but yeah, we should keep an eye on that one. A lot of volume coming in out of nowhere too, so we'll keep an eye on that. And so, yeah, if you're looking at HSDT, I mean, the problem with it right now is there's really no good formation at all. I mean, you have one big spike pre-market, so that shows that the stock can see volatility. It jumped from $1.20 to $1.70 pretty quick. So it shows it can have volatility. So the unfortunate part is we have this big pre-market top right now, and that's basically all you have. You just have a big resistance top for the stock going into market open. There's no formation pre-market. From here over, it's just trending. So again, it's kind of to me, it's not a really great stock, but maybe it has some crazy moves. Just being optimistic on the idea, we've seen a lot of great penny stocks movement lately. So maybe that FOMO and momentum of previous traders will roll over into this stock today as well. ADXS 69 cents. Don't really like it. Yeah, I probably wouldn't even mess with it. I mean, it could have a small pop here and there, but yeah, I mean, it's going through reverse splits. It's a bad company. I probably wouldn't focus on it too much. But I mean, it's 69 cents. So one of these days, it's gonna have its little pop, and maybe it jumps to $2 or something, or maybe $1. It'll probably jump to like $1. But I mean, there's so many better other options out there than something like that. NLNK, I know that's been moving pretty decent over the past couple days, yeah. That's a good move pre-market. Very light volume. Interesting. Hold on. Oh, no, not as interesting. I mean, yeah, you can watch it again. It's pretty light volume. Arguably, the light volume here could have been because it was like the Christmas Eve. Yeah, you should watch this. I think we're maybe seeing some light volume over like the past couple days just because of being the Christmas season. But just know that majority of unless this thing goes crazy, majority of the moves already happened. You have a cup here. And then you had your super long handle that finally broke out. So again, the best buy would have been like down here as it was breaking out. You're very late to the buy now. So really you're just chasing a stock up, hoping that it continues. So it's still worth watching long, but you have to understand where you are at in the game. And you are very late to the party on this one. So again, the trading or the buying becomes riskier and riskier the higher you get up, So again, really not the greatest setup right now as it's already broken out. Oh, yeah, silver and gold. Yeah, like I said, I've been buying silver and gold every single week. So silver is breaking out, of some consolidation over the past couple days. So again, I was buying silver here. This whole thing, maybe even farther back too. I mean, I think I bought some here, maybe some here, but pretty much this whole down move, I was buying silver. And so not a good time right now to really be adding into it because we just spiked up to this high. So again, there's a good chance that, today, maybe coming days, it gets a little bit of a pullback. I'll probably add some more, buy some more. Same thing with GDX. I was buying GDX this whole entire consolidation. I've been buying GDX. So I think all in all right now, between Robinhood, between one of my IRAs on TD Ameritrade, between one of my accounts that are managed by other people, I think I probably have maybe 40,000, like a $40,000 silver and gold position right now that I'll continuously keep adding to over the next couple of weeks and months, and maybe even the next year or 2 years, who knows? But probably going to continue adding to the gold and silver position myself. But gold looks phenomenal. I mean, that's going to just based on the way it's moving, that's probably going to rip all the way back up to like the 30 mark, and then we'll probably stop. And then we might form a cup and handle to a bullish pennant, and then we'll break $30 in the future. So if we look at it like a 3-year chart, that's not even long enough. If we look at maybe a 15-year will work. So yeah, I mean, if you look at this, it's just completely bullish right now. Obviously that can change, but for now we are 100% bullish on gold. All right, if you look at this uptrend, that's nice. You can even argue top here, down. If you want to, you could, argue that this is a cup and handle starting. And then you have a kind of handle, flag, and then up. And, maybe we break up out like that. Yeah, if that doesn't work, then you're probably just looking at, you're going to look at like a flag pattern, something like this. And then it travels up, down, down, and break out. So gold's looking super bullish right now. This is GDX, right? And if you look at just in regards to where it's been, where the price is, let me do it on a monthly chart, excuse me. So yeah, I mean, it's been up to 60. We're down on the lows. There's just a ton of volume down here, a lot of buying volume recently too. I mean, there's some selling volume too as well, but nonetheless, pretty bullish on this one. This is GDX. This is an ETF, but if we go and actually look at you can look at like GLD or something. This is extremely bullish. I haven't been buying this as much recently because it's more expensive. So I've actually been buying GDX and silver because it's cheaper. But silver also offers a better risk to reward ratio than gold currently, I believe myself. Anyways, but this is GLD. And then if we go and look at, we could look at Ford/GC. You'll see that ultimately gold's just like 100% bullish. Let me put this on a weekly chart, back to a weekly chart. So this is the gold futures, right? You can see the gold futures are curling up nicely. So do expect that you see gold markets breaking out in the next, it's very possible they break out in a couple days to a couple of weeks. But I would believe that in the near term future, we're going to see gold all the way back up into the highs of, we're going to see them back up into the highs of like 17 to 18 to 1900 in maybe 2 years, 3 years. Depends. But I believe we're at least going to see gold retesting these highs of 1920. And then if that happens, the bigger picture would be a long developing cup and handle bullish pennant that would push gold up into like the 2,500, 3,000 in many years to come. Anyways, you guys get the point. We did cover AMD. AMD pretty much is just dip buy on the way up as long as it remains trending bullishly. Oh, excuse me, guys. I really apologize about that. Really, really apologize. Yeah, I had like a sneeze and a cough, and I muted the mic, and then I thought I unmuted it, and so I just really spieled on about this whole great story about all the Christmas gifts I got this year, and nobody was able to hear it. So it's unfortunate. But the question that I was answering was basically, is the market, are we going to go through a recession or a crash? And yes, inevitably we will go through a market recession or crash. If you're a bull out there and you've been hearing everybody say markets crash, market recessions, and then you say the term, well, a broken clock is right at least twice a day, or if you keep saying that it's going to go down, inevitably it will go down and you will be correct. Yes, we all know that, but it would be better to be a bear and prepared than to be a naive, ignorant bull and get caught, right? So great, be a bull all you want. Don't talk smack to the bears that are saying this, because the bears are your best friend right now, because without them, you would not be making the money that you're making in the bull market. So first off, you should be thanking them, not criticizing them. And then second off, you should also be thanking them for educating you, because they are right and you are wrong in this scenario. Whereas the market will not continue for forever. And to think that it will is super naive, ignorant, and dangerous on your behalf. So secondly, they're your friend. They're more right than you are in this situation. They will be right eventually, but the main thing that you guys, the main thing for anybody to take away from this, whether you're a bull or you're a bear, is there is the talks that the bears have been wrong and the bulls have been right. Sure, who cares, right? Here's the thing is, no matter what, the markets always go up and they always go down. And a lot of times you're always going to be early to a prediction of the markets going down, because it's pretty much extremely, extremely hard to predict exactly how and when the whole world is going to go to absolute chaos, right? So again, when a bull says, oh, you guys are going to be right eventually, perma bear, huh? So what you guys forgot to mention, bulls, is that this whole time the bears have been saying, hey guys, the recession's coming. Hey guys, the recession coming. And you guys are like, no, it's not. Or yeah, it will, but we're not worried about that right now because we're just going to ride this bull train. The longer you ride the bull train, the more you miss out on the new bull train, which is what? Oh, let's go take a look. Gold. Let's go look at these charts. So that's over the past year, gold. All right. Silver. So the longer you ride that stock market bubble, the later you'll start entering. That's what happens, right? So the longer you ride that market, you get caught on the top, and then by the time you look around, new markets have already been moving or you're not ready. So basically all bears are saying is that it is coming and you need to prepare one way or the other. And if you're not preparing, then you're an absolute idiot. That's basically what it comes down to. So when the whole market's still buying up the market, behind the scenes, your institutions, your hedge funds, your bigger guys, your smarter investors, your smarter traders are all starting to shift their portfolios around where they're becoming more defensive. They started buying utility stocks. They started buying golds. They started buying silver. They're deleveraging their equity portfolios because the risk is too high for the reward. So then what ends up happening is you're not, and you are getting stuck at the top with all the shares of this market. And then when it starts to turn down, you're going to be fleeing for a safe haven, which will be something like gold or maybe something like silver. And what you'll be doing at that point is just driving up the price for all of us early investors, and we'll start selling our shares to you. So again, that's kind of the process there. But all it means is that you need to prepare. That's it. Just prepare. Start getting cash. Get some cash on hand. Buy some gold. Buy some silver. Get in utility stocks, right? Start doing the necessary things. Kenneth Goforth, highly doubt that Trump will return us back to the gold standard. Do remember that Trump is one guy, and at the end of the day, he cannot do everything. He may have done some great things. He may have done some bad things, but at the end of the day, he is just another man. And the likelihood that we return to the gold standard because of Trump is highly unlikely. There's actually a bigger power move at play here by China, and there's actually a greater likelihood that gold, we actually go back to a legit gold-backed currency, but it will most likely be a cryptocurrency. So we are basically in the new age race, kind of like the race to space back in the day. We're kind of in a new one. It's called the race to cryptocurrency, or race to new world dominance through cryptocurrency. So right now, believe it or not, all all governments are really, really focusing on cryptocurrency and trying to find out how it's going to, play in the future and how it's going to have its home. And believe it or not, there's a strong chance that China will have the world's #1 cryptocurrency, which is basically, you just call it their cryptocurrency, the yuan or whatever however you want to pronounce it, but their currency. And again, believe it or not, the United States economy is really not that much stronger than China's. China's economy rips, it roars just like ours. They go through big booms, they go through big busts. If you haven't for 1 second thought that America soon will not be on top, then you are highly mistaken. There is a good chance that even in my future, the United States will not be the world, excuse me, the world superpower. It might be hard to believe, and I know it seems kind of far out there, but it's really not. Because again, just because we're the United States, the only thing the United States is really made up of is a bunch of humans with 2 eyes, 2 ears. Some have 1, some are missing legs. But at the end of the day, majority of all of us here in the United States have a brain, couple legs, couple arms. We move around, manual labor. We can think for ourselves. And then you go across seas to other countries, and you really get the same thing. You get human beings with a couple eyes, couple ears, brains that all work. And so there's zero difference between here or there. The only really difference is sometimes we talk a different language. We may look a little bit different, but at the end of the day, everybody is the same brother and sister. We are actually all the same race, believe it or not. There is actually no different race. This is a fun fact for you guys. There's no black. There's no white. There's no brown, black. There's none of that. We're actually all one race. Believe it or not, if you actually do your history and learn, there's only one race. It's called a human race. So the divide we have is actually like a figment. It's actually made up. It's not even legitimately real. So again, with that being said, yeah, China could become the world's new superpower, and they're making moves to do so currently. So I believe where we're at in this world is a race to the new cryptocurrency, which will then be backed by gold. So why is Connor buying gold? Because I don't have to, like I said before, is if we do go and move in the future of a gold cryptocurrency or a cryptocurrency backed by gold, I won't have to guess on which cryptocurrency will be the future because I already know which currency currently will be the future of the new currency, okay, which would be gold. All right, so do remember that I believe China is in the process of making their own cryptocurrency. They've been buying gold in the masses numbers, and it makes total sense. I'm not going to lie. As bad as I hate to say it, it makes 100% total sense for the United States to no longer be the world superpower when it comes to money and just power in general. It doesn't make sense for us to be the world superpower. And the reason I say that is because we are just, again, a very irresponsible country. We have massive amounts of debt that have accumulated because we are the world superpower. If we were not the world superpower, we would be toast. We would have been smoked so long ago. So again, we're really just treading on thin ice as a country as a whole. And really, you have nobody to thank other than who, right? Who do you have to thank for that? Yeah, I mean government. But at the end of the day, it's just people with 2 eyes and a brain. They're the ones who've done it to us. We may continue to do it to ourselves. Again, there's no difference from here to there. That's it. That's all I got for you guys today. So I hope you guys have a great trading day. Hope you guys learned something new today. And as always, I will see you guys on the next video. Everybody, take care and have a great day.